Hello everyone and welcome to our first podcast of the new Win with Armagh campaign. I'm delighted to be joined by Oisin Conaty, and we're just going to reflect on the career that has been. It hasn't been too long yet, Oisin, there's plenty of years left in you yet, but I suppose coming into the Armagh setup a couple of years ago, just give us a background of how it felt getting the call up and how it felt going into that changing room and starting out.
Yeah, I said before, I met Geezer in a coffee shop in Armagh, and I got the text first, and ever since I got the text I just knew straight away that's what I wanted to do, and I left soccer and give it a go. And coming in, meeting some of the boys, you looked up to when you were playing when you were younger, it was an unreal feeling, and yeah, it's been a good 3 years.
And tell us, Oisin, just about leaving soccer. Like you were in that you're obviously playing soccer at a high level, and the tax comes from Geezer, as you say. Was that a difficult decision, or once you got the chance to play for Armagh, there was no other way?
Yeah, it was. Once I got the text, I just knew straight away I'm going to go give it a go. I know someone like Geezer texting you, it doesn't happen every day, and don't get me wrong, leaving some of your mates there, but I was part of it, and yeah, just what a feeling going and trying to give it a go with Armagh.
And when you first met Geezer, what's the conversation? Is he talking to you about Young Player of the Year, All Stars, All Irelands, or is he just trying to get you into the squad and say how you do?
None of that there. Well, it's getting you into the squad, introducing me to the setup, and I will say this, he brought me in, he said that they had the team to win in All Ireland, and seeing it, I remember watching the quarter-final the year before against Galway, and you could see there was plenty of quality players in the setup they had, the coaches and stuff. It was always going to be there, and so going into a setup like that, it was just a surreal feeling.
And was it daunting for you going in with the likes of Stephen Campbell, Rory Grugan, Aidan Falker, all these players that had given so long to Armagh, but they were on the cusp of something? Like, was it daunting going into that changing room?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I think I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous heading in. You're seeing some of these boys play for years at a high level, and some of the best players Armagh have had, Soupy and all them other boys, and yeah, it was daunting, but you just have to get in, and once you get on the training pitch, you just have to show what you're made about and show them some things that you can put to the team.
And when you were first called in and you get a pre-season behind you and the games start coming, like, were you confident of getting in and getting a jersey, or did you think it's going to take me a couple of years here? How did you find it straight away?
Yeah, hard. Don't get me wrong, it took me a while to get up to speed. Suppose that year it was balancing between the seniors and the under-20s and stuff, and yeah, I found it hard. Physicality and stuff like that, you need to get up to grips with it, and it does take time. I made my championship debut that year, so I was buzzing with that there, and I didn't expect it so soon, probably, as you say, but suppose the year after, then coming back that November, was it, for the pre-season, then I knew I wanted to get a starting jersey and push on, and that'll be the same this year.
And that 2024 campaign, I suppose, tell us from start to finish. Like, it's been well documented now, the heartache Armagh have suffered with penalties and Ulster finals and stuff, but just that year it went on a credible journey, and it ended in Croke Park on the steps of the Hogan stand, obviously.
Yeah, just a dream come true. To lift the Sam Maguire, just every young boy dream in Ireland is to do that there, and just an unreal feeling. Suppose from the start, we all as a group, we always believed that we could win one, and yeah, it came to fruition, and just what a feeling. And hopefully we're going on to lift a second maybe next year. That'll be the aim.
And from your own perspective, Oisin, leading up into the All-Ireland final, obviously you probably didn't have your best day against Kerry in the semi-final, and you were took off at half-time, so were you out to prove a point in the All-Ireland final? Like, did that add motivation for you, or what was your mindset?
Yeah, like, as soon as I came off, I just knew, that day I suppose, knew after the first 20 minutes I was having a stinker, as you would say. And suppose I was looking at it and I might get my spot in the final. So I had to come back to training the next, was it Tuesday or something, and prove that I needed that jersey. And I remember Geezer talking to me and stuff about just calm down, relaxing on the shots and stuff, and star and dates, and about going forward, don't be kicking in the blocks, stuff like that, which I was doing against Kerry, and that the final, yeah, I had something to prove, and luckily we won.
And the Man of the Match award and the Young Player of the Year. Like, there's not too many Armagh players that have accolades like that. So what did that mean to you, your family, your club, and everybody else that's involved with you?
Yeah, just a proud feeling, especially for my family, friends and clubs and stuff. I've said it before, but it's all down to Geezer, the management team and the players. You know, without them, none of that would be possible, especially some of the lads that helped, all of the lads that have helped me. You know, people go unrecognised, but a lot of lads there that have definitely give me a lot of strings to my bow, as they would say, and it's down to them.
Geezer definitely give you a shout out in one of the interviews straight after the land. He said that you had to win Young Player of the Year, so it'd have been tough on you if you hadn't after he said that.
Yeah, Geezer has helped me massively, you know, from that first meeting, as I said, and continues to do that there. He pushes you, which we all want to do, especially if you're in a setup like we are. So yeah, nothing more I can say about Geezer, just what a man.
And how did you find 2025, Oisin? Obviously, Armagh going into the campaign with a target on your backs, and I suppose first and foremost you wanted to stay in Division 1, and you've achieved that. Getting back to an Ulster final, another tough day out, and then the Kerry game, obviously having topped the group and knocked out against Kerry. So how would you sum up the 2025 season?
I suppose if you're looking from the 2024 season, obviously winning the big one, I know a lot of us would say it wasn't great. It was probably all right. Just we know as a team we've talked, managers have talked. You know, I suppose it wasn't every game that we were brilliant. You know, patches in game we were brilliant, and we know what we need to work on coming into the pre-season and the next season, and that's about putting all that together and hopefully putting a performance over the 70 minutes. And yeah, I'm pushing on.
And there's a real chance now. There's a few retirements and stuff like that in the squad, so there's a chance now for the young boys coming in, like you have done over the last couple of years, like Armagh GAA has done this year as well, to push in, get a starting jersey, and hopefully have a good career over the next decade or so.
Yeah, there's a good few lads that have had a massive impact on Armagh GAA that have recently gone, and sad to see them go. But suppose that just gives more incentive for other boys to step up, and the players that played last year, that gives them more of incentive to try to keep the jersey, and that's what you want in a setup like this.
And obviously with the win with Armagh campaign, Oisin, we're hoping to get the facilities in Portadown built and ready to go as soon as possible. I suppose as somebody from Portadown, you must be very honoured to have the training grounds going to be on your doorstep, really.
Yeah, was it 2 minutes away from my house, so I'm buzzing with that there with the travelling and stuff. But yeah, what a moment for the Portadown people though. It should give a lot of incentive to younger people to push on, especially seeing boys like your Falkers and all, Geezer and all come to the training ground and stuff like that there. Rian O'Neill and whoever, you know, all the lads coming. Imagine seeing Armagh players playing in Portadown, so it should give them a lot of incentive, the people in Portadown, to hopefully be training there one day. And as I say, I feel the lads are winding me up about the travelling, so yeah, can't wait.
You'll be keen to get down to Kellan Bridge anyway. I don't think you'd enjoy it in November, December, January time.
Yeah, a lot of us lads know what Kellan Bridge can be like for the floods and stuff, so for the facilities that we see at the minute, yeah, it's great to see and can't wait.
Oisin, great stuff. So thanks for Oisin for coming on. We're going to have an episode a week hopefully, and we're going to be talking to different players, past players, current players of the Armagh squad. So tune in next week and keep supporting the Win with Armagh campaign.